back, Andrew.
Thank you very much. Hello, hello, and welcome indeed to more Forza Horizon 5. And yeah, we're gonna get straight into it. It's just me right now. I have put a message in the Discord letting people know that I am playing. And if they want to join, just join the stream voice chat of my Discord server for those that have access. This game is officially out now, like all editions on PlayStation 5. So that's cool. And it did have an update yesterday. So who knows, maybe even the online convoy system is more stable than it used to be. We can hope. But to be fair, even when it has been temperamental, it's been very easy to like re-invite people and all that good stuff. You will notice that despite teasing you about it as a maybe, it was only a maybe. I didn't play Forza on Monday or Tuesday because I'm now back to enforcing my stream schedule. So if I do any streams on Monday and a Tuesday, they're considered bonus streams. Didn't get around to it, ended up just focusing on some R&R and other boring content creator related stuff. Like organizing the YouTube channel and actually making a channel update video explaining why there was over 1,300 published videos on the 25th of March. You know, when I was moving all my Twitch content over to YouTube because of the mass deletion and 100-hour limit that will get enforced on all Twitch channels from now the 19th of May. Well, all my content's already moved over. So now we can literally just enjoy streaming and upload one video to YouTube at a time. It's all good. But yeah, I still wanted to do an update video to explain all that. And of course explain the Boost Gang YouTube channel that now exists. ! Boost Gang in the Twitch chat if you want to learn more about that. And of course the Boost Gang Discord server, which is separate from my server. Because you can never have too many Discord servers, right? No, to be honest, they're two very different places. And yet they're full of a lot of the same great people. How great is that? Right, so yeah, it's just me. So let's figure out what I want to do. Let's figure out what I want to do. What do I want to do? I want to... Let's carry on the circuit race thing. May as well fast travel here. But do blue circuit racy stuff. Methinks. Alright. Yeah, no co-op. Guys, where you at? Where you at? Where is everybody? Whoever's lurking there, by the way, thank you. Okay. Difficulty, let's just have a quick look. Yeah, everything's on average, and yeah, I'm happy with that. Like, we'll go with it. So big news, the big version 20 Nintendo Switch software update released today, adding the virtual game cards and the online license feature. Well, to be fair, the online license feature was always there, but because of virtual game cards, it's now off by default. So I'll just explain this a little bit, even though it's a bit off topic. With the new DRM on Nintendo Switch / Nintendo Switch 2, that of course is coming soon, and I have a pre-order secured. The way that it kind of works is, rather than having one home console and then all of your other Nintendo Switches that you use requiring an internet connection in order to check you own the game before it boots it on that secondary or tertiary or whatever system. The way it works is now that you can link up to a maximum of 2 Nintendo Switches together and then freely move any digital games you own between them both. Like, now you can't have, you know, a Nintendo Switch digital game on both of those linked Switches simultaneously, but you can, like, you know, if it's on, like, let's say you've got a Switch in the bedroom and a Switch in the lounge, and you want to play a game in the lounge that is currently associated with the Switch in the bedroom, you can go from either Switch and move it around, because there's now a virtual game card screen. When you go on it, it's like, which users a virtual game card collection do you want to view, and then you could just freely eject and insert these virtual game cards across the 2 linked Switches. Now, when it comes to, like, what if you want to use another Switch that isn't either of your linked ones? Well, when you go into system settings, user settings, and then online license settings, you can, it's off by default, but if you turn it on, that will allow you to use your like digital games on a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th Switch, whatever. But yeah, in that case, it's just like the old system, where, like, you have to have internet every time you want to load the game. So it's actually more flexible than the system that got replaced by this update. It's even more flexible than just being limited to one home console. And then, you know, every other Switch is like considered like a secondary one where you have to have online. So personally, I'm a big fan of this new system. Big fan.
400 meters. Turn sharp left.
Big fan.
Turn sharp left. In 400 meters, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
All right. Let's go. Wait, what? So my stream bot says I'm still playing Origami 2. The stream title and everything is correct. That's Forza Horizon 5. That's hilarious. Oh, stream elements. You didn't get the memo. Okay. Do. All right. There we go. Awesome. Level up. Wheel spin. Oh, hell yeah. In the Hall of the Mountain King. What a great horn. What a great tune. There we go. Awesome stuff. All right, next event. Keep him right on. I'm gonna do this. You know what? Maybe I should check. I should just check the social screen. Hey, Ross is online. You want an invite, bud? Yeah, why not? Oh wow, my tuning setups got... Hey, oh nice. You know what, that makes me want to check, like, see about uploading my other setups. You know, the ones that didn't upload last time? Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Cause yeah, like we have a new update. So if I go here, we can upgrades and tuning. My tuning setups. That's for this car. These are uploaded, right? Yeah. And then oh, I have to go. Do I have to change car for this? I believe I do. My cars. I've done the golf, haven't I? The golf, golf, golf. Yeah, I this has setups that aren't uploaded, right? Yeah. Privacy private. Yeah, I want to share this. All round average. Default. Right, that's shared now. Yeah? Public. And then this one. Share. All round. Good all round. 700 tuned. That's public too now. So now, and the other thing I wanted to look at, right, yeah, followed players. I'm going to rejig this order a little. So I'm gonna change this just because of, like, let's put family first. So let's see here. In the social menu, I will add those people back, but I wanna list it as like family first. Yeah.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
For now, I've done that one. Oh wait, I didn't win it. Let's do it again.
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh god, I'm in the wrong car. 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 Change my car. Favorites. There we go. Let's do it. There we go. It's more like it. Right, now that that's done, let's go here.
In 200 meters, turn sharp left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 meters, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left. You have arrived at your destination.
Okay. And we're gonna go over here. Yeah! After this race, I'll also check the car mastery, see if I can afford the perk I wanted. We'll see. Wow, that was cutting it a bit fine. That was cutting it very 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 fine Alright. Maybe I am just an average Forza player. Maybe I am just an average Forza player after all. Wow, we're getting the levels thick and fast, yo. Thick and fast. You love to see it. Yellow ankle socks. Just what I always wanted. Okay, well. New house. Oh, the daily. Hey, the Costello is available now. I just need the money. Yo, Hotel Costello. Nice. So it's like a castle hotel. Great. Fantastico. Cool. I'm just gonna hydrate and then we're gonna head out to this lookout circuit. Yeah. Yeah.
In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 100 meters, turn right. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Cool. Right. I want to go to car mastery. And yay, I've got the points. Yes. Now that one's 10, 10, so 30, 35. I need 36 points to fully master this car, which to be honest, I'm tempted to do. I am tempted to do. Yeah. Let's do this. Ah. Oh well. Didn't win, but it'll do. May as well take the prize, because it's progress still. Always take the prize. Right, that's the same thing. Well, you know what? Yeah, we could do it again. We could. Couldn't we? 800 more points. Let's try and win. Let's try and win it. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's better. Ding. Oh, an RX-7. Thank you very much. Cool. Let's have a look here, see if it got me anything. Nope. No bonus thing yet. And now I want this one.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 meters, turn right. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Sorry, I keep missing the road. Let's see the way I'm meant to go now. Rejoining the road in 3, 2, 1. Boom.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. Turn sharp left. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 400 meters, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
Again, I want to thank whoever's lurking there and anyone that ever checked this out. Again, sorry I'm being so focus mode. Trying to win. Trying to win. Alright, there we go. But yeah, hello everybody, hope you are well. Thank you for being here. We're just doing more Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation 5. That still feels weird to say. It still feels weird to say. Hey, new Horizon chapter time!
Hey, Andrew. I just got a
Hey.
notification. Ready to pick an adventure?
Yeah, because we now have all of the different sort of outposts available now, we're going to expand what we've now proven to be our favorite thing, Apex. Bonk. There we go.
I know, right? There's Mexican car wrestling at Horizon, and I'm stuck up in the operations center. Adding it to your schedule.
Thank you very much.
That's it. Horizon Apex is finished. The build, I mean. Racing is never finished.
Alright, cool. So there's all our Apex events. I think the next thing I'll focus on after this is expand, like build out the street races, which is similar to Apex but with traffic. And then I don't know. Then maybe go back to expanding the dirt races, like the wild stuff or something. We'll figure it out. Cool. So, with all that said and done, that will have added even more circuit races to our map, which is all fantastico. What's our nearest one that is new? Right over here? I do believe so. How are we doing on Car Mastery as well? Yeah, we need 5 points. We currently have 2. Okay.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Someone slip me this note. Coche clásico alemán. German classic abandoned near the festival. What could that be?
Just add the barn find to the list the ever-growing list of things to do.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Okay. Let's go. Yay! Alright. This game is fun. It's definitely fun with more people. I wonder if I've had any replies from the Discord. I doubt it. Like, to be fair, I woke up ridiculously early and, let's face it, my nephews have mostly been joining from, like, noon, haven't they? So we're nearly there. We're nearly there. All right. Let's see here. Any news? Yeah, no reply. Huh. Where's everybody? I mean, it's fine. Yeah. Weirdly quiet. Weirdly quiet. Cool, I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss a thing. Alright. Next race! Next race is gonna be this one right behind me.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Indeed. Have another swig. Cheers, everybody. And all right.
In 100 meters, turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Okay. No. At least I was in single player there where I could rewind and bring all the AI cars backwards too. Alright. Now that that's done, our next event is here. Yes.
In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Gotta say, unless
In 400
family
meters,
show up
turn sharp left.
at some point while I'm streaming,
Turn sharp left.
I think what I will do is I will play until the next adventure expansion and then call it for this stream. Because let's not forget, today being a Wednesday and me going back to my stream schedule, this is the first of 2 streams today. The second being Tekken 8.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
I've discovered the same number of areas as Dondi Gamer on this game. Sweet. That's very cool. How we doing on car mastery? I keep pressing the wrong button. Oh, one more. Like, we need to fill that circle one more time. Sounds good.
Arrived at your destination.
Alright. Let's do it. Getting that 5 million for that castle hotel though, that's gonna take some dough. I feel like I was earning more money when I had folks with me. But hey, I must be busy doing something. It's alright. It's alright. They probably were like, on the Monday, like, oh, Andy's not playing. Oh, I guess we're done with Forza then. Like, no. I'm reenacting reinforcing my stream schedule. It was quite nice to chill just for a couple of days on the Monday and the Tuesday. Although, like I said, I did end up doing some very boring other content creator related stuff, such as organizing all the playlists that all my Twitch playthroughs now go in, and basically in addition to a channel update over on the YouTube side of things, youtube.com/Andrew Portes. Yeah, I basically made that page just look a bit better, and now kind of there's multiple sections now, and one of them is specifically called oh, I can't do the perks during a race. Fair play. One of them is specifically called Twitch VODs and playthroughs. And then Golf with Mum and Tekken 8 are at the very first two playlists listed, and then after that it just goes alphabetical. So that it's a lot easier to find a specific playthrough. No way! Where the hell did you come from? I had that the whole way! And then an I-Pace out of nowhere. Boo! Boo! Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Car mastery. Banked while racing for the next 10 campaign races. Do it. Because then that'll get us these ones quicker, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna do... Gonna get this one, then the bottom one. Possibly, right? Because we're gonna get, for the next 10 races specifically, an extra 50% more XP from all skill score related stuff.
Guess who's halfway towards securing funding for our next adventure? That would be me. Boom! Oh, sorry. Everyone thinks your driving is very impressive, too.
Very good, very good. Let's try that again, shall we? too well on this one. Yeah, we're gonna redo that. Sorry for battering up the car so much. We'll accept it, you know, get the prize, and then try again. But yeah, need to do a lot better than that. My God. All right. So, the mastery, you know what, we might as well do this. Do that one. Then do this one. Yeah. Looks good to me. right. That was a lot better. There we go. 4,200. We're gonna do this one now. Ugh.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Cool. I'm not gonna put the radio on, even though there's allegedly stream safe music. Like, YouTube still might flag it, so, and even though I'm not monetized over to YouTube yet, nowhere near enough subscribers or watch hours, feel free to go subscribe if you want. youtube.com/Andrew Portes. I'm wondering if I have an exclamation point YT command or YouTube command as well. I forget. But whoever's looking there on Twitch, if you want to try it, feel free.
You have arrived at your destination.
So yeah, if I'm still soloing by the time I expand the festival one more time, I will call it. But if anyone joins before that point, we might keep it rolling. Hello to whoever just tuned in. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to Forza Horizon 5 on PS5 Pro. All right. Hey. Level 39. I'll take that. Oh wait, no, we're at level 40. Okay. That's quite nice. 200 thou. Thank you, please. Alright, next event is gonna be here. Oh, we're nearly at 3 million. We're nearly at 3 million. Cool. Getting there slowly.
In 200 meters, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left.
Getting there slowly. There we go, past on roads discovered. Oh yeah, definitely a level 40. Nice. Very nice.
In 400 meters, turn sharp left.
Mistakes were made.
You have arrived at your destination.
We salvaged it. Right, 1 second. I keep pressing the wrong button. Car mastery. Can I get anything? No, it's just 10. I need 10 points. What is? Oh, accolade thing. Yeah. Cool. And what's the 9 on the store? Oh yeah, the car packs. Uh-huh. The Nissan Retro. Ah. Ah. They got the DeLorean and kit and all cool stuff. Okay. Hey Kochi, how's it going? Good to see you, friends. Good to see you, good to see you. Remind me, because you may have already mentioned, do you have this? And if so, would you like to join on some co-op races? This is Forza Horizon 5. Let me know, if so. Otherwise, I will keep it in solo. But yeah, the more the merrier, man. In fact, I think I earn more credits and everything, so I would be more than happy to have anyone. Oh, I should hydrate as well. I should hydrate. Huh? No, stop playing racing games. I need for speed color. Oh, damn. What made you stop? I have to say, that's a good one, though. Like, if you're gonna go out with a bang, like, yeah, that's certainly up there. I personally preferred Underground 2, but, yeah. Interesting. Me, dude, like, I'm a variety is the spice of life kind of guy. As you can tell from my channel and streams, I like playing a wide variety of games, and therefore I don't get bored of any particular genre. The best one, you think? I will admit I didn't play much of Carbon, like, because back then, you're talking about the era of my life where I was still buying games when I could afford it via pocket money rather than receiving my disability benefits directly myself. So I couldn't buy a game very often, and well, this is going to sound funny saying this in 2025. $39.99 was quite a lot of money for someone, you know, just little by little, week by week, getting a little bit of pocket money every week. So it took multiple weeks, like maybe, you know, a month and a half to 2 months, if I wanted to buy a full price new release on PlayStation 2. So typically the few games that I did get, I played the hell out of, because it would be a few more months before I could get another one. Now what I really miss is, like, back in those days, do you remember the PlayStation Platinum range of games that came in the silver boxes? Rather than $39.99, those suckers were sold for $19.99. So naturally, for the same amount of money, I could get 2 games instead of 1. And of course, the games that went platinum were only some of the best games that had sold like a certain threshold of copies. Yeah, not every game went to platinum, but all of the best ones did. I gotta say, I will, like, please keep typing to me and saying what you want and responding to whatever you'd like to. And I'm gonna basically read chat between races, if that's cool. But yeah, don't stop talking if you've got more to say. Thank you for being here, friend. You're the first one in. Well, the first one that's typed, anyway. Thank you, lurkers. We love you too. I will be playing Tekken 8 tonight, by the way. I'm gonna like I've said this multiple times in this stream, but I'm restarting my stream schedule, where like Wednesdays and Sundays were typically Tekken evenings. So if you want to play some Tekken, not saying you have to, but I personally found the emergency patch to be a good first step in the right direction, whereby I think the health increase actually has helped What, more than I was expecting. Let's phrase it like that. There's definitely more to do. And we know that there'll be another update in mid-May, and that's probably not even going to be the last one that addresses feedback anyway. But yeah, like, I'll be on Tekken 8 tonight because, frankly, and I'm going to be honest here, I still enjoy playing. It's that simple. Oh, your gaming wheel broke. Oh, no. Yeah, you know what? Obviously, I'm a wheelchair user that can't use pedals, foot pedals. So for the longest time, like, I've wanted a wheel, but, you know, mapping, like, accelerator and brake to digital buttons is no good, right? You need that granularity that you'd get from a joypad trigger. Well, Logitech, like, the newest Logitech wheel, I think it's called the Logitech G Pro wheel or something. Underneath the paddle shifters for the gears are two other levers that are essentially analog levers. What that means is that you're able to map them to throttle and brake respectively, and then you would be able to, like, half apply the throttle or the brake via those hand controls. So that's really great, right? They've finally made a wheel where it would be disabled, like, accessible to disabled people. There's one problem: the price. This wheel costs £1,000, and this is like before the whole tariff debacle. Would I like this wheel? Absolutely. Am I gonna get this wheel? Probably not. Because my name is not Thormangander. Thormangander, by the way, is an incredible streamer. He doesn't have a Logitech Pro wheel either, but the cool thing about Thormangander, I'm gonna shout him out.
In 400 meters.
Thormangander has a thing for completing really hard games with a racing wheel. And I'm not talking about racing games. He has played Resident Evil 2 Remake with a racing wheel. He has completed Dark Souls with a racing wheel. He's completed Cuphead with a racing wheel. He's completed Metroid Dread on Nintendo Switch 1 with a racing wheel. If you want to actually see that with your own eyes, check out Thormangander. Think of, like, how you spell, like, in Norse mythology, Yomangander, but instead of the first bit, put Thor as in Thor, you know, like Thor with the heavy hammer. So yeah, shout outs to the fellow Twitch streamer and friend Thormangander, because the games that he's beat on a wheel, super impressive, man. Oh, what about the fact that I can't use pedals? I see. I had a wheel at one point, but again, I like, this was for PS1. I had to just unplug the pedals and map accelerator and brake to the buttons on the front. But because the buttons on the front are digital, they're either pressed or not pressed, right? Just like a fighting game button, yeah? There's no in between. So you go from 0 throttle to 100 throttle, or 0 brake to 100 brake. There's no in between. But yeah, the Logitech G Pro reel, which is at £1,000 to buy, it's got the paddle shifters, which are digital flaps, you know, for gear up and gear down. So they're either pressed or not, yeah? And then underneath, it's got analog levers that you could map to anything, including accelerator and brake. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, I mean, hey, if anybody wants to make the Logitech G Pro reel on the Portessa Streamer Reality, ! PayPal is where you'll get my link to directly donate to my PayPal. But hey, I'm not expecting or asking, really. But yeah, the only way that I will own one of those things is if I had help to purchase it. Some keyboards have that on the button. Oh, okay. Huh. I mean, I gotta be honest, like, I love this PS5 DualSense controller for the adaptive triggers and also the haptic rumble. That really, it almost gives you the feeling of a force feedback wheel to a certain degree, but in a joypad. Because with the haptics in the rumble, like, when you're playing Gran Turismo 7, for example, driving on tarmac literally feels different to driving on dirt. Like, they have different rumbles for each. And it's way more, like, detailed than PS2 or PS3 or even PS4 rumble. Like, it's a lot better. Even in this game, like, yeah, Playground Games and Panic Button that made this PlayStation version of Forza Horizon 5, they are taking advantage of PS5 specific features still. So that's really cool to see. What isn't so cool to see is the fact that I almost can't see because of all this fog. No, I'm in single player. We could do it better than that. Hold up. I'm cheating. In online though, like, let's say I had somebody here racing with me in co-op, it's not worth rewinding. Like, if you mess up, it's better, like, if you miss a checkpoint, for example, it's better to just keep driving, have the game teleport you back, because you'll actually be not as far behind as if you rewound and resumed in an online race. Because what happens when you use rewind online is that while you're rewinding, everyone else is still going forward. Whereas when you're in single player and playing solo like I currently am, and you use rewind, it rewinds everybody, you and the opponent. So, and yeah, while I shouldn't use it really, and I would get more prize at the end if I didn't, the thing is, being able to rewind from a silly mistake that, let's be real, I shouldn't make anyway, but at least if I make one, I can quickly fix it, not have to restart the whole event. It keeps the stream flowing, makes the playthrough quicker than what it would otherwise be. I don't mind it. At the end of the day, I'm playing this game to have fun. Yeah, no, you can totally turn off that stuff, and you even get rewarded if you do. You gotta bear in mind, I don't use any kind of thing like that in Gran Turismo 7, because rewind doesn't exist, for one thing. But let's be real, sometimes it's not even your fault. Sometimes the AI can ram you, or this, that, and the other. And like, yeah, no, it's just meant that the playthrough has just kept flowing, you know, I keep progressing. Most of the time I don't make dumb mistakes like that. And therefore I could get away with turning it off anyway. But I'm just kind of treating Forza Rewind like having insurance. Most of the time, you won't need to actually make a claim. But when you do, you'll be really glad you had that insurance, you know? That's the way I'm looking at Rewind. Oh, you're all about the vibration stuff? Dude, for me, I mean, I guess it depends on how well it's done. So I can certainly speak less for Forza, because I've only been playing it a few days. More for GT7, because I've put hundreds of hours into that game. Dude. Like, it feels so good. Like, you can literally feel if your tires are losing grip. Like, obviously, most of the time when you're playing racing games, you would just look at the screen and stuff. But no, you can literally feel if a particular tire is losing grip. And I think that's really cool. You know? So, okay, we have a new... I'm focusing on circuit races, by the way. Looks like, based off of this, Kochi, we might be doing 2 more races and then calling the stream, because I'm still on my own and stuff, and I plan to stream Tekken later at 7 p.m. Now if my nephews come in clutch and join the voice chat quickly, they might be able to trigger an encore, but like certainly playing solo and the fact that I've got 2 streams today, I was like, well, if I'm on my own, I'll play for like 2 hours and then we'll do more of this tomorrow or something, you know? But yeah, I basically want to expand the Horizon Festival one more time. And I reckon 2 more races will do it.
You have arrived at your destination.
So, in a way, I'm sorry that you caught the end of the stream, but there will be another one tonight. I should play Repo. I'll look into it, man, but at the minute, my list of... Is it free? I don't have Xbox Game Pass. I do have PlayStation Plus Premium. Hang on. Hang on. Also, are there spiders? And is it a jump scare game? Because... Oh, it's on Steam? I have a, like... Sir, like... Let me show you something. I mean, technically speaking... it might not even be an issue, but let me just show you something. This is gonna make you laugh. Right, just a moment. What's that, Kochi? About this Mac. Here's the thing, Kochi, right? This Mac is an absolute beast. And if you look over here, I do have Windows. And I also have... let's do this. Crossover. Hello? Is that it? Sorry. Oh, God. Fucking Wavelink, man. Like, that's not the Mac. This Elgato Wavelink software, even before I moved from Windows, this software's got some bugs, yo. Yeah, thank you for that, Kochi. Sorry. So yeah, I'll repeat myself a little bit. Sorry if there was very loud crackles and things. So yeah, does Repo work on crossover? Yes. 5 stars. It would absolutely run on my Mac because crossover allows me to run the Windows version of Steam and games. It would work. But yeah, online co-op horror game? Nah, thanks, man. Nah. I mean, I've played through Silent Hill 2 Remake. I'd play Resident Evil. This doesn't sound like my thing, though. I'm not into Phasmophobia either. And also, Lethal Company. Like, it's not my thing, man. It's not my thing. So, thank you, but no thank you. I ain't playing 850 to play that. But yeah, I have a Mac. But yeah, I can run Windows games. And also, if you look at my desktop, you might see a Windows 11 virtual machine PC over there. There's a company called Parallels that Microsoft have endorsed. That is the official way of running Windows for ARM on Apple Silicon Macs. So yeah, I can actually run Windows that way if I need to as well. All very nerdy stuff that, you know what, I wouldn't blame you if you don't care for. But dude, I've loved this machine, man. Absolutely loved it. I've got the M4 Max 14-inch MacBook Pro with 36 gigs of unified memory, and it is an absolute beast. Anyway, back to the game. Right? Yeah, back to the game. Oh, it's a comedy game? I might look into it then. But I don't know. There's no horror in the game? Well, the description said otherwise. Mac is a beast and it broke. Look, that was Elgato Wavelink, but you're right, that was hilarious. I hope it wasn't like too crazy loud noises or anything like that, because if it was, I apologize to everybody watching the VOD. Normally, whenever I have an issue, it's 9 times out of 10. In fact, I want to say it's 9.9 times out of 10. Wavelink is responsible. But why I use Wavelink and why it's good is that I can have a different volume for everything in my headphones compared to what the stream has. It's similar to a piece of software called, oh my god, what's it called? Is it Potato or something? It's like a virtual mixer thing, but it's Windows only. Whereas Wavelink is, as you can see, cross-platform. So, yeah, that's why I use Wavelink. And I just had to do the usual, like, the typical, like, force quit, launch it again. But still. I gotta say, man, like, one thing about the Mac is, like, it draws way less power than my old Windows 10 PC did. I had an 800 watt power supply in the PC, and this laptop has a 96 watt power brick. That actually it's not even plugged in. The laptop's getting charged from my Thunderbolt 4 dock. And then my whole streaming setup, display, microphone, webcam is all connected to that. So I think it's a pretty neat setup. But yeah, you're right. It is funny that I was trying to show you that and then it broke. That's hilarious. You do realize that, like, you know, I use my computer basically most of the day, every day, and that doesn't happen. So it's just sod's law. Even Tekken 8 runs on the Mac, by the way, via crossover. I don't own the Steam version of Tekken 8, but I know from other people that it would work. I'll read about repo in just a second. I'm not going to ignore your message. Here's something I personally hope though, Kochi, I will say this. I hope that game devs look at the Mac and go, that's potentially another customer base we can sell to, rather than, oh, crossover exists, we don't need to develop a Mac port. Now some companies like Capcom, they have ported the Resident Evil remakes over to the Mac. 11-bit Studios ported Frostpunk 2. 2K and Firaxis ported Civilization 7. Ubisoft ported Assassin's Creed Shadows. So Mac games definitely exist. But yeah, I want more. I want more. Okay. No jump scare. Yeah, jump scares are the things that, considering I have cerebral palsy, that's jump scares I can't deal with. You know. Not enough market. Yeah, I mean, it's a chicken and egg situation, right? For some people, they don't buy a Mac because there aren't enough games there. So, but if the games were there, more people might consider it because of other benefits of the ecosystem. And I know that might sound like a weird sentence to say, but there are benefits to certainly portable Macs. I mean, obviously, like Windows ARM laptops are being launched now, but the software compatibility isn't on the same level as Apple Silicon Mac.
I can't get enough of you. You're one of the biggest superstars we've ever had. So what if we put you in the Hall of Fame? You're on your way there anyway. Let's just take it one adventure at a time.
Wow. But yeah, if I could just nerd out just for a second. Yeah, I'm sort of thinking that, oh, we're going to expand the street racing. That's what I said, wasn't it? Yeah, we'll do that one. Yeah, we'll do this one. Born Fast, yeah. So just before I end, let's have a bit of
I think Jay just wants to show you his new
this.
car, although I have had a number of unknown callers asking about him. What's he done this time?
Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll close out the stream with a very, like, tech talk. Geeky tech talk for a sec.
Turn around.
Obviously, in 2020, Apple made the switch from Intel processors to Apple Silicon. And that was one of the most seamless tech transitions that I've ever seen. Whereby all of the software that was already released for the Mac, compiled for Intel, just worked on Apple Silicon Macs because Apple developed a translation layer called Rosetta 2. Why is it called Rosetta 2? It's because this is actually the second time that Apple have swapped processor architectures. Their first switch was away from PowerPC over to Intel processors in 2007, and they created Rosetta 1 to translate apps made on PowerPC, which is the same kind of architecture that an Xbox 360 is built on. And then, yeah, they moved over to Intel chips. But yeah, long story short, Crossover is a piece of translation software similar to Rosetta. But yeah, when Apple made Rosetta and Rosetta 2, it's basically flawless. You can just install your Intel-based Mac app and it just runs on Apple Silicon. But obviously, there's more optimization and performance if a developer goes back and optimizes their app for Apple Silicon. And the fact is, there's a lot of professional applications between like the DaVinci Resolve video suite thing, what's it called? The Infinity apps, so Infinity Designer, Photo, and all that kind of thing. Microsoft Office is now on Apple Silicon. Like, there's loads of professional applications. My music making software that I use, Ableton Live and Reason, they're all on Apple Silicon. So yeah, the stuff I need to use, OBS Studio obviously for streaming, it's all on Apple Silicon now. So yeah, and it runs great. You love Geek Talk? Okay, cool. Well, to be fair, like, it wouldn't surprise me if there's a bunch of people like watching this, like maybe even later on YouTube, that absolutely don't. So I probably should shut up now. And not only that, I did say that if I was still on my own in game by the time I expanded the Horizon Festival again, which is something I've just done, I was going to call this first stream here because I have a second stream to do tonight, and that's Tekken 8. So let me just grab this XP board that's somewhere down here. And it's right there. There we go. We got it. 26 out of 250. I need to find and smash 4 more, and then I've equaled one of my nephews, Cyber Ryan, who if you've tuned into earlier parts of this Forza Horizon playthrough, you will have heard his voice, seen his driving. It's a crazy good time. I don't know where my nephews are today, but clearly they were obviously confused by the fact I took a couple of days off, because I've now restarted my stream schedule. Exclamation point schedule in the chat if you want to see that. In fact, you know what? Let's actually show it you. So just give me a second. Bum, 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 bum. Gonna be on a little bit. Too late, man. Too late. Nope. I'm calling it. And I'm calling it because I don't want to wait anymore. And I've got a second stream today. Nope. Come back tomorrow. Nope. I've been live for 2 hours. Sorry. Yeah. No, I'm just gonna call it if that's cool. But I'll be back for Tekken at 7, and then I'll be doing this again at 11 a.m. BST. And then, for at least 2 hours. And then, if no one's here, like in the convoy, I'm gonna call it. I hugely apologize, but again, I have 2 streams today. I want to space them out. Sorry for being busy this morning / afternoon. That's fine. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. But like, here's the thing. I'm not in a rush to beat this game. But I also want to stick to my schedule that I've now restarted, because it means that on days like today where I have 2 streams scheduled, there's a lovely large gap where I could just chill, hang out with you guys. You know, we could still chat and stuff. I'm just ending the Forza until tomorrow. So, yeah. Sorry. If you'd have arrived, like literally, if you'd have arrived, I want to say like 20 minutes earlier, I would have been, you know, and actually been in game, then yeah, this stream would have gone on longer. But given that you're still not quite ready, if it's alright, I'd rather end than wait. Because, yeah, it allows me to do some other IRL stuff. Take a break, if you know what I mean. And then, yeah, I'll see you guys tonight. I'll see. Like I said, I gotta do some IRL stuff. Like a post-stream routine, if you will. But, yeah, I'll be around. And then a Twitch stream, I'll see you at 7 p.m. BST for Tekken, alright? Bye-bye.